Cat, it is me, and it is Wednesday, and I got news. So if you didn't already tell by the title, there's a build battle going on the DingDongCraft server, and I am participating. And I thought, hey, this would be a cool thing to stream. So that's what I'm doing. I also got food next to me because it's 7:30 and I should be eating, but I had homework to do, so. So, also, good starting music. I hope that was, I hope music's good. I have been, um, like, searching for, like, good intro music. Hopefully it's not copyrighted. So, without any further ado, let's load Minecraft. So, this build battle, is set up by our lovely admin Sarlacc, and we have until Saturday, 9 p.m. My time, which is Eastern, United States Eastern, to finish it. And it can be anything, just any build, except no teaming, and it has to be within 29 by 29 blocks. I'm not sure why those parameters, but here we are. Just giving Minecraft a second to load. Alright, here we go. Potato actually may or may not be joining us later. So let me describe to you the build I'm doing. As you know, we are the Queen of Atlantia, our nation, if you will, dubbed the Kingdom of Atlantia by me, on the DingDongCraft realm. So, and I'm building my palace, and I kind of want to keep working on that because I'm getting really into it at the moment. And I really have no other ideas. And since there's no teams, I can't present the palace itself because I'm working with Potato on it, because honestly it would look trash if I didn't have Potato's help on it. So I'm gonna clear out a space in front of the castle, and I'm gonna build the conduit there, the conduit design. And I have a design I picked out from Google Images, because originality, you know? um, what the heck? Oh, that's right. I logged out. Well, rather, I was kicked off. Sarlacc was updating the data packs, and by data packs, I mean stuff like this, where you can turn stairs back into, or you can turn, yeah, stairs back into full blocks, and also slabs back into full blocks and stuff. Also, the single player sleep, that's a data pack. If my elytra would activate, please. Alright, so, the design I have. Let me pull it up once I get to AFKing here. Someone was here recently. Anyway, if the game freezes, it's not you, it's me. I'm alt-tabbed. So let me, image. What is burning? So what I want to do is this. Not the one on the right, the one on the left. So that. It's going to be a seahorse design, and I'm going to clear out a space in front of the palace. Oh, what the heck? Okay, well, we'll ignore the fact that a dolphin just died. But I want to do this design of the seahorse, and I also want to have a little story behind it. So we're going to clear out a space in front of the palace and make kind of like a driveway and make a circle around it. So we're going to pretend like what I'm constructing here is going to be some like ancient ruins, and the palace was built after it. So yeah, we're going to make it look all fancy. Probably going to edit it just a little bit based off the picture, but I'm probably going to go with the like same structural design. I might have more dark prismarine because I like dark prismarine better than the normal stuff. Although I could make it normal prismarine because I like how the color changes. So yeah, right now we're at the Guardian farm because I don't have much prismarine. Wait, house log creatures is off. How do I? Is it that? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So now we don't have to have the sound of the thorns. Oh, was the game frozen again? Okay, it's good. Right now we're just killing guardians. I have a full inventory. I was still building the palace from last time, and I just never cleaned my inventory. So oh, the argument we were having with Potato. I don't know if it was last stream or a couple streams ago. I think it was last stream. We were arguing about the item frame, whether the little thing in the item frame when you hold the item is a knife or a feather. I was almost certain it was a feather. Let me get rid of this image here. So I was almost certain it was a feather, and he was completely convinced that it was a knife or a sword. And so eventually he did convince me that it is a sword. So I have changed my opinion. Man, he teased me so much for it. He made me admit that I was wrong and Potato was right. What a hit to my ego, man. It was devastating. Anyways. I do have food next to me. I should be eating it because I am hungry. I did walk to Chipotle today. That is the food I am eating. Trying to think of something cool that happened on the way there. I was walking with my brother there. It was pretty fun. We were talking a bunch. But he had to be home a bit earlier because he had something planned. So he abandoned me. Tragic, I know. No, it's fine. So he came with me all the way to Chipotle. And then he left. So I had to order and then walk home myself because he couldn't stay. It was totally understandable though. Oh, we got no music on. I turned off the music because I was talking about the build battle. But now I can turn it back on. Who Discord DM'd me? Oh, Potato's calling me. Potato?
Oh, I was texting you. I was in call for a while. You didn't pick up.
I'm sorry. You know, streamer mode on Discord, yeah, I see you. I have a new overlay now, so instead of just having my own stream open on my Chromebook, I actually have like the creator dashboard stuff up, so I can see the activity feed, which like is who follows me, who donates and stuff. And I can also see the chat, and I can also see if it's excellent or bad streamer quality. And then I have like a whole bunch of different actions I can do.
I just can't wait to see all the people in the chat who go yelling, "Boo, you suck, we hate you."
I'm not famous enough for haters yet. Anyway, I was just explaining to chat the build battle and what I'm going to be doing for it.
I'm eating a burrito from an undisclosed Mexican restaurant that does not rhyme with Chipotle.
Wait, you're eating Chipotle right now?
Jesus Christ, what did I say?
Potato, I'm also eating Chipotle. I have a bowl right next to me. I literally just got back from walking there. I came back and was like, oh snap, I have to stream at 7.
You're a bowl kind of gal, ain't you?
I am.
I do
burrito
like the
boy.
bowls.
Well, bowls are just cleaner. You don't get all sorts of
messier.
That is true. You don't get all sorts of gunk on your hands when you eat a bowl. You just got a fork.
And I love it. Gunky hands the way to go. Don't quote me on that, please. That is a really weird sentence.
Well, I would prefer no gunk on my beautiful keyboard.
There's like so many different stains on my keyboard. I think it used to be black, now it's just green.
You have an RGB keyboard.
Hmm?
You have an RGB keyboard.
What does that mean?
RGB stands for red, green, blue. It means colorful. Like,
Oh.
You know, lights. Oh, I just realized I have 2 napkins. I thought this was like one really thick napkin.
The most light I got in here is my desk lamp. I'm on a laptop right now talking to you. I'm not even playing the game.
I too am on a laptop. My beautiful gaming laptop. Of a brand I will not disclose.
This is my work laptop that just happens to have Discord on it.
I'm telling you, I don't know why creators are like so against just saying stuff.
Who? Who?
But just content creators in general, just against saying name brands. I don't really understand it.
Wouldn't tell ya.
Anyways, let me see how much stuff we've got.
What's the building? What's the building there?
Let me show you. Bam! Building this.
Building what?
It's on stream now, I think. There it is.
There might be a bit of a delay. Oh god, it's a seahorse!
It is a seahorse. Right, I have 2 shulker boxes. Which I want dark prismarine. Why is there a sign here? Okay. I'm not exactly sure how to craft. Well, that's normal prismarine. I kind of need that too.
And seahorse is so wonky.
Well, I mean, there's only so detailed you can get with blocks.
No, but like, in real life, they look so wonky.
Is this seahorse discrimination I'm hearing? You heard it here, folks. Nah, I'm kidding.
Oh my god, please don't tell me you're supporting cancel culture, jeez. Oh my god.
I would never. No, cancel culture is honestly off. I'm not exactly sure how to craft this, but if I got this right, is it this?
I
It's
bet you go
not.
on Twitter every day and yell at Dream for using like some sort of like Native American music
God damn.
in his videos.
Where's the dark prismarine? Oh. I see. Okay. Oh wait, you can still see the photo. My bad.
Yep. You need black ink.
I
Or
do.
black dye.
I do need black ink.
Oh, I remember last season there was this one person who sold like the best black dye in town.
I wonder who you could be talking about.
I'm talking about the one, the only Robster. And his rocket and black dye shop. Man, that squid farm did wonders.
Excuse me?
Yeah, no. You see, I pull up my stream, and now I feel like you are actually staring into my soul.
That was the goal.
Wow.
Okay, I brought 2 shulker boxes here, but honestly, I don't really have the materials for this. Here, can I just... I'm gonna...
Oh,
Oi!
great.
Manners! You don't get to get away with that behavior on this stream.
That was tasty, Bert.
Please don't scare away my non-existent viewers.
I wouldn't dream of it. Hey everyone, look, all Sam doing is playing Minecraft.
Oi!
He has 36.7K
That's so BM.
viewers.
That's so BM. What the hell's wrong with you? Okay.
Hold on. My Gatsby's barking. Give me 2 seconds.
Okie dokie. Okay, so I do also need some sea lanterns. So...
You're such a goopy gamer. You are. Yes, you are. I touched you, but I'm gonna eat my burrito anyway.
Oh.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, tell me.
I ran out of black dye. Wait, I have more.
What was I talking about? Oh, right. I'm sorry. So, is it like? No, I can't be the only one who thinks like seahorses look really wonky, like in nature.
I mean...
They're little curvy S-boys in the water.
They're cute, that's for sure.
Huh?
They're cute, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, no, they're like tiny, and they're like little cute S's, and they kind of have like the front of a horse, and then like a snaky kind of tail. That sounds like something from like freaking mythology.
True.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Which is why I call them kind of wonky, because they look all wonky.
Oh wait. Dude, I don't know what is up with the lag. Maybe it's just the fact that this is a farm, but...
Maybe. So since you are revealing your idea on your stream, would it be a bad idea for me to reveal my idea on your stream?
I mean, you're not broadcasting it, so it doesn't really matter. And also, we on the DingDongCraft have good morals. We're not gonna just steal each other's ideas. That's not how we roll here.
Right.
This should be enough, right? Yeah, it's enough. I consider that enough.
Actually, no. I want to wait. I want my idea. I want to actually like wait out my idea. I want to let it sit for a little.
Oh, I think it's because there's so many freaking fish.
Also, news.
Yes.
Some of my friends from middle school and I, so not you guys, on the DingDongCraft server, everyone on the DingDongCraft server, almost everyone there is, a friend I met in high school. My friends I met in middle school, we're still in touch, we're still good friends. We're starting a YouTube channel.
Ooh.
Yeah, No, it's dope. It's cool. We're like doing things like challenges and stuff. It's called Kingdom MC, which is the name. It's a weird. It's like we're workshopping that name. I don't know why we came up. I don't really like it. We're kind of workshopping that name. I think it's because like we want to do faction stuff, but that doesn't always work out.
I'm gonna leave this area, and frames are gonna increase by like 1,000%.
Your stream looks great.
Does it? Cause it is so laggy on my end.
It doesn't look that laggy.
So
no,
laggy.
It looks great.
Yeah, I see it like on Twitch here. I have it on my Chromebook, and it looks phenomenal. But for me, it just looks awful.
No,
Okay.
for you, look on this side of the
this
side of the screen. It looks great. Gatsby's thoroughly enjoying your stream. Gatsby's my dog. Let me tell you, he knows quality. Yes, you do. So cute.
Okay.
And big nose. So, what was I saying? I was saying, so, yeah, my friend's YouTube channel, right? So we basically do a bunch of stuff like challenges, in Minecraft, like also kind of a build battle. We're planning some like survival challenges, basically, which is pretty generic, but something that has been in the works for a little while. That we're planning to do, and I can say this on stream because absolutely no one is watching, and that's kind of sad, but you're still going strong.
Oh, thanks, potato.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Anytime, my friend.
Oh, you bastard.
Huh?
Nothing.
No, what was it?
Nothing.
Okay. Hey, at least you have more viewers right now than Tommy in it.
I'm pretty sure he's got more offline viewers. I'm gonna be honest.
You know, you're probably right. Is that a thing? You're probably right.
Thanks. Your attempt of cheering me up has only made me more sad.
Oh, frick, I can try again.
So please don't.
You know what?
Anyways, continue.
You're
But I
gonna
do.
grow big one day. You're gonna be
do,
known for your chipper attitude.
I do have a question though. If I could ask, could I by any chance be part of this? Because I mean, it sounds really cool. And
I haven't even gotten to the best part yet, and this is like sort of an acquired taste sort of thing we're doing next. We experimented with this. This is gonna go up on our channel soon. I don't know. One of my friends, Roach, he's our editor, and also one of the friends. He's got like an editing program. He's cool. We don't know if he's done with it yet. School's kind of hammering out right now. It's like third quarter. Third quarter is like project quarter.
true.
I can attest. It's that time of year when all the teachers go, you know what? Let's give them a hard time. Because they've had it too good for too long. Yeah. Basically, that's what this time in our lives is now. But we have been workshopping this, and we kind of experimented to see how we could do it. Early on the channel, we have going on right now they're going on it soon, is a skit we did. A little Minecraft roleplay that we did. Most of it's just kind of jokes. Like, it's comedy. It's nothing too roleplay-y serious. Like, no romance. It's like a 5-minute skit, and it's like a Wild West sort of spoof thing that we've done called a fistful of gold blocks. Right? It's all jokes and stuff. But we're thinking of playing around a little more with the roleplay and roleplay maps and roleplay mods. We have a server. It's private. Don't ask to be on it because it's for us and for our things that we want to do. But on this server, we're planning to actually start a new series, a new comedy. Our first series, actually, series, because I don't know if we're gonna do much more of the Western thing. There's potential for it, though. Very soon, we're going to start a series called Dead Man's County. And it's a zombie apocalypse sort of series that It's just gonna be funny. It's just funny. It's not like dramatic, like, oh, world's ending, boo-hoo, cry, our friends are dying. No, it's funny. It's gonna be hilarious.
Okay.
Or like writing a script, stuff like that.
So, you looking for members? This sounds
Hold
really
on.
fun, I'm gonna be
Gatsby is
honest.
whining because he wants. Gatsby is whining because A, he either wants to leave my room, or B, he wants a corn chip. He is properly sitting down for the corn chip. I'm gonna say he wants to leave my room. Go.
So, chat. I don't even know why I said so, chat. I don't even know what I was gonna say.
What's wrong?
You left, so I was trying to fill the void by speaking, but I have no idea what to talk about, so I just waited for you to come back.
Right,
Please go on, I'm quite intrigued.
Looking for members. So we're all guys. We might need a female. I don't know. We might need a female role.
I can be a guy.
No, the thing is, we're all guys. There's like nothing. There's like no balance. We're all dudes.
I can be a girl.
I don't know. Do you got the potential to be one? Oh, no, I don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you, I saw this thing on YouTube the other day. It was like a TikTok thing. But it was in my recommended and it was only a few seconds long, so I was like, I'll watch it, okay? And so it said, it had this title, like, only women can do, and then it was like this picture of like, these people, like, kind of in the push-up position, but they had their knees on the floor. And then they were on their elbows, and then they put their hands behind their back. And apparently the woman could do it without falling on her face, but then they had like her brother or something try it, but then he fell flat on his face. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this. So I did, and I fell flat on my face.
Oh my god.
And I was like, well, guess I'm not a woman. It was funny though. It was funny. It was funny.
Yeah, and you're flexible too. That's the thing. You're also flexible. I'm not flexible,
I am flexible.
in like any sense of the word. I am not. I can't like.
I mean, I don't do gymnastics anymore, but I do still have my flexibility.
No, confirmed. She does have a face. She's not just like.
I'm not
Slenderman. She might be a
Slenderman.
droid. We don't know. She might be a droid or Slenderman. We don't know. But
well, I
have seen her
not
like on stream, like pull her leg like up to like her face, and I'm like, the frick? Are you're like you're sitting down? The frick? What?
Yep, I have done that.
She's got the skills to pay the bills.
If only being flexible earned me money.
If only. No, you've resorted to Twitch.
What do you mean resorted? I did this for fun.
Oh man.
I am getting more casual with it though. I am more relaxed. Like before, I'll be like completely transparent. I had this wave of fear that just came over me whenever I was about to hit go live. I just had this I don't even know how to explain, but just a sense of just fear.
Visions of like the second you press that like go live button, you had visions of like a piano falling on your head or something.
No, just the idea of broadcasting my voice to the world was just so strange to me, and I was amazed by how many other content creators just do it so casually. But like with practice, I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Your voice is fine. What you're missing though is that by yourself, I've noticed that most of your streams
are silent. Yes, I'm aware.
A little silent, yeah.
I'm working on it.
You gotta just go into like weird, perturbed, like.
I just don't know what to talk about. I really don't.
Talk about how if we made Oprah Winfrey the Pope, we might have to call her the Popra.
See, I wish I could, but I just don't have that sort of creative mind you do. I can't just come up with stuff like that.
You know Oprah Winfrey.
I do.
You get salvation.
Okay.
You go to heaven. You go to heaven.
I think I cleared out a nice space out front. So there's gonna be I'm gonna continue this path here and make like a little loop, and then right in the center is gonna be the seahorse statue. So,
Oh, I completely forgot. You were asking earlier if we were accepting any new people.
oh yes, I mean like
We're super casual about this. We honestly don't care.
I don't
If you
mean
want to
to
come, you can come.
I don't mean to invite myself in, but this sounds really cool, and I would love to be a part of it.
Honestly, I was considering inviting you. Actually, I was considering it for quite a while, but then I just I kind of like had this thought in my mind. This was like a guy's project. Not like not like in that way, but just like my friends, like the guys,
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I
but
get you.
just my friends. You get it, right?
Yeah, yeah, I totally understand.
Because they were my middle school friends. I know them a lot longer than I known you. Um,
No, no,
and
I
well, we
totally
hadn't
understand. Don't
really
worry about it.
talked since I left and went to a different high school than them. Um, and I always felt sort of guilty about that. So I've just sort of been hanging out with them a lot more, and just in mods we could download for the role play and stuff. It's so yeah. But no, seriously though, if you want to come along, I'll ask them and see like, hey, what do you think about my friend Namage coming along? She's
I can assure
um
you, I'm gonna be transparent with you. I fit in way more with boys than I do girls. Just so
oh
much.
no, that
Just
is 100% obvious. You did not need to pay transparent at all. In fact, if you had said the
true.
opposite, you would have been being like
True.
so opaque. I probably
I mean, I mean, I do have a couple friends who are female, but like almost all of my friends are guys, and I just fit
no,
in
that's
more with
fine.
them
That's fine.
by a
As
long shot.
as I remember the philosophy back in preschool. Um, um, it was guys go to college to get more knowledge, and then girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider.
I think it was the other way around.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was trust me, my friend Joe from like preschool, freaking philosopher. This dude,
Uh
yeah, he
huh.
yeah,
Uh huh.
Joe was philosopher, like ahead of his time, ahead of
Uh
his
huh.
day. Said things like this, and all of us in the class were like, yes, quite so, Joe. And then he would, then we would proceed to make fun of the girls for absolutely no reason. And back then we could do that without,
Man, the
getting any
girls were the
backlash on
people who
Twitter because
made.
we did not know what Twitter was.
The girls were the ones who made fun of me. Cause I had really,
You see,
really short hair. Like,
this is why it is foretold that the girls go and do indeed go to Jupiter to get stupider.
dude, the girls would make fun of me because I wasn't like, a pretty princess. Dude, I was the kid. I was the kid that was a total outlier because instead of playing
Why are you
dress
lying to
up and
people?
stuff. What?
Why are you lying to people? What the
Lying
heck,
about
bro?
what?
You said you were a
I'm
liar.
telling you the truth. I was the
No, you
kind
said
of
you were a
person.
liar.
About what? When did I say I was a liar?
You said I was a total liar.
Outlier. Like
Yeah.
outcast.
Oh.
Like outcast
Yeah,
from
I
the
knew
rest.
that.
Anyways, moving on with my story.
I'm not the
So
brightest in
yeah,
the world.
I had super short hair. You could mistake me for a boy. Like no lie. If you saw a picture of me when I was in like kindergartenish
Hey,
times.
nothing wrong with being a guy. Like,
I know.
like you could have fooled like the people who decide who gets to go to Jupiter, who gets to go to college.
The
Could have
problem
fooled them
was
good.
is that back with that kindergartenish humor, I didn't fit in with the guys either because they were like, "Ew, you're a girl and girls have cooties," but the girls were like, "You look like a guy and we don't want to hang out with you." So I was in the middle here,
Oh,
and so I was like,
well, I
"Well,
am.
okay then." And so yeah, that was. I didn't mind it though.
I
I
have to
quite
say though,
liked being alone.
I can relate on some sort of note because I never played any like. It's gonna sound weird coming out of my mouth. Ball sports, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep, I get you. Like soccer and such.
yeah, like I never played soccer, never played football, never played rugby, like never played any of that, right? I only
Mhm.
ran. I only ran. I ran track. but I didn't even do that like in middle school. I was just bad at everything. I had zero coordination. Um, and so my love fell with doing art. I loved art, right?
Mhm.
But art was considered like a girl's thing, like the color pink, which is, I feel like that's changed in today's culture. But, and like, saying that the color pink is for girls, there's a little bit.
Yeah, I get you.
Like, there's like the newborn baby blue and baby pink, but like that's like tradition. That's not really like bias or anything.
Yeah, I get you.
Um, but like I never played like soccer, and when I did, I was really bad at it, and I got afraid of like being made fun. Made fun of. I was also made a lot of fun for my dyslexia. I was afraid of being made fun of. I was afraid of being made fun of for like not playing well enough, and like, yeah. So what I would do, so I was kind of an outlier too because I would always do art, and like I remember it was like an arts corner, like with all the markers and stuff and junk, right? So if I ever got bored of playing like wooden trains, which I loved, I love trains. One in the chat if you love trains.
There's no one here. But go on. I'm here. I'm very intrigued. I'm listening attentively.
When I was done like playing with like wooden trains, wooden trains, remember those?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, little toy trains. I would always go to the drawing corner, right? But in the drawing corner was all these girls, right? Because all the girls like to draw like mermaids. I remember specifically, there's a lot of mermaids. I don't know why girls were so interested in mermaids.
Mermaids are
like
cool.
mermaids and fairies and like the coolest thing they drew was like a castle or something like that. Right? And like I always went to their table and I always did just like when the guys were like playing soccer outside, I always like just was drawing. And I remember drawing like I wasn't like as good as I was back then. Or wait, no, shoot, I said that backwards. I wasn't as good as I am now. But I still love to draw. That was like my favorite thing in the world. But all these girls were like, ew, what is the boy doing at our table? And I'm like, I'm drawing. And they were like, ew, you're a boy. Go like play soccer or something. And I'm like, wow, you are ugly and go to Jupiter.
Savage.
Yeah. I think yeah. So that's kind of what happened. Just as I grew up, I just kind of attracted more to like just being towards drawing than sports. And then I realized I was really good at running. So I did that too, and I still draw to this day. But yeah, so like it's not like the boys hated me. They were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, you do that." All right, but the girls were like so mean. I don't know why.
Dude, girls, like especially like young girls, like kind of like
No,
the
I
8-year-old
remember hearing
range.
this really good analogy about like
They are lethal, bro. They don't.
No.
They are psychologically dominating. They will destroy you.
No. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. So I remember hearing this like one. I remember hearing this. It was actually kind of funny. I remember hearing this this one like there's some like summary of like how like boys and girls fight. And it's like when boys fight, they just punch each other and then they're done.
Yeah.
And usually they become best friends after that.
True, I can relate. I've punched so many boys. In a video game, Twitch, in a video game. No, I have. I was a fighter. But go on.
I never did that. I was never a fighter. I never did that.
No, I had to stand my ground, man, because they were mean.
Doing what? I thought everyone just like kind of left you alone.
No, they were mean. They were mean. They
like
teased me, bro.
They actively came out looking for blood.
They teased me, bro. I wasn't about to stand for that.
I never been in a fight.
I've never been in any serious fight. No. Like, don't worry. I have not like actually
I remember middle
gotten into a
school
fight.
being near one, um, in a video game. Yeah, school simulator. No, it was this really cool like glitch I think where
School
like I was at my
simulator.
locker storing away like my XP points from the day. Um,
Mhm.
and then suddenly there's like these two fellas behind me began like roughhousing, obviously in the video game, and
Yes, yes, video game. Mhm.
and right, so like obviously all these other kids like in the hallway, like as the coding does, spawns them in, and they began circling these two guys, and they begin like going at it until like one of the school teachers comes up and is like, "Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh," like the video game has happened. And I was like almost like shoved in there because I was like at my locker, and this was like completely around my locker, and I'm like, oh god, oh geez, oh no, um, yeah. No, but in my experience, the boys were the nice ones, but the girls were like the mean ones.
True.
And I remember hearing this funny thing about like, so boys will like punch each other, right? Punch each
Yeah.
other in the face and kick each other in the pants, and then probably be friends after that.
Boys were the.
Meanwhile,
Sorry, go on.
girls will like psychologically damage each other and like play the long game until one of them like, I don't know, like drops out of high school like 11 years later.
Dude, I relate. The boys were the first to like accept me. They were the first to like give me a chance. Cause I was just a chill figure. Like I was just
No,
like
no, like the boys, they like included me. They were like, "Hey, you want to like play?" Like I would play kickball. I was like fairly good at kickball.
I was in the
Cause I
Boy
was like
Scouts.
fast. I was untapped potential fast, and everyone like, okay, you gotta go like, you're like third baseman. Go be third baseman, cause you're like super fast and can like, like I could barely catch, but I could run. Um, so they accepted me for that. But the girls, like, whenever I came to their table to draw, they were so mean. And they developed this phrase calling me like a cheetah boy or something. I don't freaking
Oh, what
remember
now?
what the hell that was about.
Cat boy potato.
No, no, like a cheat. No,
Sorry, continue. Well, if you're not continue, I will share my own story. I was part of the
all right,
Boy
I'm back.
Scouts.
I'm back.
I was in the Boy Scouts, man. And they
I
like
know you told me that. That's cool.
they were the good people, cause you know in the Boy Scouts they actually like teach them respect and like actually good life lessons. So the people in the Boy Scouts they were like good quality men and they were very nice to me.
No, but here's the thing though. Um, these girls like at my preschool, they were like they were all one big group, right?
Yeah.
Um, And I remember this one specific time, right, where like the teacher had taken out like some puzzles from the shelf for us to do, right? And I freaking loved puzzles. I was a puzzle
I
master.
love puzzles too.
No, I freaking loved puzzles. Like I was like puzzle king, right?
I
But they
am
didn't like
puzzle
that because they
king
thought
too,
there should
bro.
be a puzzle queen, right?
Dude, give me
So
any
they're like,
puzzle, I will
okay,
solve in
you know what?
seconds.
It's like Samantha over here is like the fastest at puzzles. So you put them up against.
I am also extremely good at puzzles.
All right, but they thought there should be like a puzzle queen instead. So they like put like we're gonna put Samantha up against Potato, and she's gonna totally beat you at puzzles, right? And so we both like there was like we both had like two the same puzzle, like we got that. I don't know why, but we had like two like the same like copies of puzzles, which was very convenient. And no, they weren't like exact copies, but they were like the same size, just different pictures. Um, right. So we took out the puzzles, right, and like everyone was like like telling us to like race, right,
Yeah.
and so right, so like they said 3, 2, 1, go. And I freaking like I wasn't like I didn't like competition. I was like no, I'd rather not. But then they're like um And I was like, hey, why not? You know. So I did that, right? And I beat her like in completing the puzzle. And they like all the girls got so angry at me and like said that I cheated and that I'm a cheater and that is so friggin' yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. Um so they said like I was like I don't know, but then like they said I was like a cheater boy. Not cheetah, cheater.
Mhm.
And so like none of them like ever talked to me ever again. And then one of these times, I don't know if I told you this, but one of them like pushed me off the swing and that's how I broke my collarbone.
Dang.
Yeah,
Eight,
no, they were
nine,
vicious,
10.
brutal people, and I didn't like them after like a while of just accepting like everyone was my friend. And then I realized, no, that's probably not true. I kind of broke a bone. Um, I also remember like, no, oh my God, this happened. One of them mugged me, like in the cubby room. One of them pulled like the Tommy in it mug,
Seriously?
mugging. Yeah,
Dude,
I
where are
know,
the
like she.
teachers at this place?
No, but it was like no, the teachers were there. Like the teachers were there. Like they were there at the puzzle thing. They thought it was like friendly competition. Um, and I wasn't too emotional about it. I wasn't too emotional about it, but like you know, so it's like oh they're just playing, right? But freaking like one of them like freaking mugged me like in the cubby room, which was like a separate side room where the teachers weren't. Um, and so after so like I went into the cubby room, right? And I think I was like putting away like my jacket or something because I was feeling hot. And like one of them comes in, um, and like I think she just like friggin' like I forget what she like. I remember her coming in, and then her like pushing me or something, like into my cubby or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Um, because I was young and she was young, and we didn't have any concept of money. It wasn't like she mugged me for my money. It wasn't like that at all. It was like she mugged me of my feelings.
Oh. Oh man.
And she was like mean to me, and
Oh man.
I don't know why. I don't know freaking why. Like I think oh I remember it was because I was like it's because like when I like my locker my cubby was like next to hers I think. And so, like, I think she might have been coming in to do something, right? So I was kind of like blocking her because it was like a corner cubby. I was kind of blocking her cubby by like going into my cubby. Right, so my body was like physically blocking her cubby, and she's like, "What other to do than not use words and physically push the child
The child.
and fellow child?"
Fellow child.
Um, so she did that. She like shoved me out of the way. It's like move, and I'm like, eh.
Dang, so things actually got
It's like I know,
physical.
like when you say mugging, it's like they stole something from me. You didn't steal anything from me. You just stole my feelings. Cause you hurt my feelings. You just shoved me like a wet bag of sand. And then I told her to stop, and then I think that made her angry. I just like asked her like no, like stop, and like she got angry at me and like told the teacher, and then the teacher thought like I did something, and I told her that she pushed me. And then the teacher, being the teacher, did like, you know, of course, the most teacherly thing and put us both in the timeout chair. It was like one chair and we had to share the chair, and she was still angry at me.
Dang, I hate it when teachers do that. They just
She got to
avoid
sit on the floor.
conflict.
She got to sit on the chair and I had to sit in the floor.
No.
That was sad. Although, she did get her just desserts because I got out of timeout first.
Ha! Nice. Okay.
She had to stay there for another 3 minutes. Heck yeah.
3 minutes.
And
Alright.
I stared at her. I stared at her in her dumb face and completed like another like Cars puzzle.
Nice.
So that's our experiences, like, with other people who are also just, like, crummy people.
Anyways, I didn't get any physical fights, but just like, yeah, the boys were the first to be nice to me.
Like, wait, did you, like, fight with girls?
No, I would never actually. No, I did not hurt anyone.
But, like, what do you mean by fights that, like, define fights?
I never touched anyone. Like,
Good.
no physical contact was ever made.
But, like, you said, like, you fought people.
With words.
Oh, so, like, arguments.
I was kind of mean, I'll be honest. In all fairness,
Uh,
though, they were mean first. Alright?
They get 3 more minutes in the timeout chair.
True. Okay, how does a circle work?
I think the teachers secretly liked me in that school because I was like the one I was a kid like who had like zero like digressions towards anybody and
Oh,
like
you're in luck.
the teachers like actually liked me. Like they weren't bad teachers. They did like me though, and they liked the fact that I would never like try to squabble with anyone. It was everyone just kind of squabbling with me. And like me, just like I was quiet, I played with trains, and they're like, yes, this is what the job description said, not all these other fools who are like psychologically hurting each other.
You're in luck, though. My teachers like actually didn't like me. I was not
Why?
very liked. I don't know, ask them. But I was not very liked by practically everyone.
Oof. Well, you're a likable person now.
I
We
am
like
a
you.
likable person now.
We think you're awesome.
Thank you.
Like that one song in the Lego movie.
Everything is awesome.
Yeah, that one. This all started with me talking about my friends and I starting a zombie apocalypse series. So we've been kind of molding this for like about like a few weeks now. And the plot's pretty cool. The plot is really cool. I'm not going to spoil it all.
No,
But
we wouldn't want
basically,
that.
this is the rules of. So it's going to be like a very funny. It's mostly funny because like I grew up watching like a lot of YouTubers like make like zombie apocalypse like I guess like just playthroughs like on Minecraft or either like role plays. I remember watching people like that. Burp. Okay. But like every time they played it though, it was like, oh, we're a broken family. Oh, my parents are dead. Oh, like everyone is sad. Oh, like literally, like we're trapped in a building that's on fire and surrounded by zombies who are also on fire and can shoot lasers. Oh no. But this series that we're planning is going to be like mostly hilarious.
I look
The way
forward
that
to
the
it.
zombie apocalypse like works in our like, cause zombie apocalypse is like even though they're like considered like one genre, like they can work in a lot of ways. You know what I mean?
I think so.
Yeah, like there's like different rules to them, like different rules that you have to set for like if zombies are on Earth, like where did they come from? What do they do? What are their behaviors? Like
Yeah, just
how
like
do they
general
react to
like
certain things? Because like you could
universe
say like in
rules.
like this world they hate like bright lights or something like that, right?
Yeah, like universe rules.
But that's not in every universe of zombie, films, right? Or
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes it's like in Minecraft, it's like they burn the daylight. Minecraft isn't exactly a zombie apocalypse, but a little bit. They burn the
Kinda.
daylight. Meanwhile, in other like zombie movies and video games, usually that's not the case. As well as with like what was it? I think it was what's another one? Like a lot of times, like I think in Walking Dead, I think like the whole like zombie thing is like a virus or like a tumor in people.
I have no
No,
idea
that's
the
that's
plot
Last
line
of
of
Us.
Walking Dead.
Oh, me neither. My friend Gigi told me about that. But I know that in like The Last of Us, it's like a fungal like tumor that turns people into mindless zombies, like a fungus that takes over people's minds. So there's a lot of different rules for zombie apocalypse, and the way this one works is it actually came from like an artificially made drug that,
Ooh.
but like that like advertised it's that like the way the apocalypse started is that like it started out as like a medicine that started entering markets across the world. We don't know
Oh.
what to call it. We're thinking of just calling it like zombie pillin or something, and people are like, "What?"
Why would anybody want to turn into a zombie though?
No, it was like a medicine that advertised itself as like a painkiller, though.
Oh, I see, I see, I see.
Like this pharmaceutical company that was like, "Ah, yes, this will like cure your pain. This will like stop pain temporarily, really fast, right?" So it seemed like very legit, right? So like people bought it, right? And it never worked immediately. But what sort of happened is that people kind of deteriorated a little bit,
Yeah.
like over time. Um, people's minds started deteriorating, right? There was like a quarantine called, a little bit too relevant. Quarantine called on like these people, right? And it's like they are like kind of buzzed out of their minds. We don't know why. We don't know how to fix it. All right, so just quarantine off these folks so that way they like get better maybe over time, right? But over time, it's like their skin started rotting, and they started becoming more hungry for flesh, right? And eventually, like if your love if your loved ones took it, then like and no one like for a while connected it back to the medicine, which
Yeah.
is why it spread so fast. Like no one's like, I wonder why this is happening. We don't know. It's like like was it something you ate? Was it something you did? Was it something you were exposed to? But no one like ever suspected it was like the medicine that did it, because it didn't happen immediately. It happened like I don't know, maybe like a week after you took the like a pill.
I see.
So, right, so scientists didn't like when they figured it out though, it was like way too late. Like people like on like big densely populated cities, like it was already starting where they were going through like the biting phase where they were biting people. And then
Oh.
it was discovered also a bit too late that if like someone with this like condition bites you and breaks your skin, it can actually turn you like in actually like less than 3 hours like into a like one of them,
Oh goodness.
like with all the brain rot and stuff, and like like the hunger for like human flesh. So that side of it is a little dark, a little darker than like kind of what I've been saying. But trust me, the rest of it, which is just like with my friends and I, is like absolutely just it's just for laughs, for goofs. Um, we're not really in a big city in this like setting because like big city like every zombie film is also like in a huge city, so there's like tons to explore. But we're sort of taking a different route on that, where it's out in the countryside and like a like a small town, or like everyone's still like dead because this medicine was like sold worldwide. It's like ibuprofen, right?
I see. Yeah.
Or like a Dianavil. You know what? No, not Dianavil. That's my ADHD medicine. Why did I say that? Or like Benadryl. That's what I'm thinking of. Right?
Don't mind me eating. I'm very hungry.
I don't mind anyone eating. Consume if you must.
I'm gonna use that.
All right. So actually, something really cool that I did come up with earlier today, during when I should probably been doing homework, but I was talking with my friends so often about this, like, um, like, how am I supposed to reach you? No, like, you were talking so much over Discord about like how the like thing is going to work and stuff like that. Um, so I created this cool little poster displaying the name of this series, which I will send to Namage so she can possibly pull it up on screen. Do you mind? Do you mind?
No, no, no. Shoot it on over.
There it is. It's kind of like this isn't Photoshop. This is literally Google Slides. I am cheap.
Okay, I need to download it somehow.
Do you?
Yeah, because in order to pull an image up on stream, I'd have to do add source and then image, and then I have to browse my computer for an image. So any image I want to like show on stream, I have to
Oh.
download. So, save image as.
Oh God, I'm going to die.
Please, computer, be faster. Okay, downloaded stuff. What do I call it? I'll just call it a potato sign dot png.
Oh.
Okay, now we go to Streamlabs, add new
You like it though?
image. Actually, wait, hold on.
Might be a bit too gruesome for your stream.
Could I theoretically do this? Does this show up? Or is it just black?
It's just black now.
Man.
Yeah. Oh.
The hell was that beeping?
Hmm?
What about now?
Trying to. What? Yeah, we see it.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. What do you think of my sign? I made this in Google Slides.
It's very nice.
It's called Dead Man's County.
I think they can read.
Cause this is like a zombie apocalypse, like set in the country, like Midwest America.
Yeah.
Not that we live in Midwest America. That would be ridiculous.
I mean, we don't want to insult any Midwesterners here.
No. So, so yeah, that's like the poster for the series. I don't know, it's still like under works, I guess.
Image is
Not everything is 100%, you know, set in stone. Everything's just kind of written in the sand so far. Oh, we have another viewer. I have absolutely zero clue who that might be.
What block goes there? I can't see it. It's so blurry. Chat, help me figure out what goes here.
Prismarine.
Thank you.
I don't know any of the blocks. I don't mess around with a lot of Prismarine.
Also, I don't know what other viewer you're talking about, but it's only you and I
here. It said 3. It said 3.
Oh, it does. It says 2 on my Streamlabs on my laptop, but it says 3 on my Chromebook. Well, welcome, third viewer, whoever you are. We're trying to figure out how to build this. In the picture, I only have one view because this is an image off Google Images. So we have that, and then we have this, and I'm trying to build it here. Is it a stair? I'm gonna go with the fact that it's a stair. Like so. And then I guess we can go from there. And then it kind of goes out in both directions.
Is that the old texture for Prismarine?
I don't think Prismarine texture ever changed, and if it did, I did not change it back to
Why is that texture in the picture different from your texture in the
Is it?
Yeah, it has like the sides around it. No, that's a dark Prismarine block in the middle.
Oh, cause I don't know. This person used Prismarine bricks. I'm just using normal Prismarine because I like the way how it changes color. You know how it goes from like a dark kind of
use the dark Prismarine in the middle now.
No, it needs to go up one more, I think. So like it has it there, and then it goes.
Like improvise, my dude.
Yeah, but the one in the picture looks good.
Ask my friends though, right now actually. See if we can get some happy times a rolling. If you can join, you'd have to get whitelisted on our server, which is the whitelist is controlled by probably one of the craziest people I know, and he is my best friend.
What the hell is that high-pitched noise? I can't stand it. Okay, I don't know what the hell is going on, but I'll ignore it, I suppose. Alright, I think the ends of these are stairs. Going out like so. You got some machine going on in the background or something?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I mean, I have like my humidifier, my dehumidifier, my rehumidifier, my noisemaker, my noise suppressioner.
Oh my god. Noisemaker and noise suppressioner.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
which is basically just a noisemaker with a gun silencer on it.
Oh! This is so... Okay, anyway, I was gonna say, getting myself whitelisted shouldn't really be a problem. I mean, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, Sarlacc whitelisted me, so, yeah. How do I crop this image? What if I wanted to crop it?
What do you mean?
If I wanted to crop it.
That looks good. Looks fine.
Yeah, but I only... It's kind of like blocking. Crop from the left. Like so. What if I made it a bit more? A bit more. There we go. Done. And bam! It takes up less of the screen. Let me try to make it a bit smaller.
Oh, that cute little dolphin in the corner. Oh, that's so cute. Huh.
Okay. That looks better, doesn't it?
Yes. You know what? I think we can assume
What can we assume?
that one side of the seahorse looks exactly the same as the other side. So that front side of the seahorse probably looks the exact same as the back. There's probably a stair and then another stair.
See, I don't think so, really, because you see there's two stairs on the left there, but in the front of it, it goes up and then there's no stair there.
Oh, you're right. This looks like something for you to figure out because it's mush brain hours. But yeah, the series, by the way, the zombie series, Dead Man's County, isn't starting like super soon.
That's fine.
Maybe in like, we don't know, maybe a month? I don't know. I haven't told everyone else about this yet, but the map that we're using, we haven't downloaded it yet, but I think around May, the map designer said that around May they were planning to upgrade the map a little bit. And I don't know if we should hold out till that, because May is a long ways away.
May is a long ways away.
So maybe we'll just deal with it and like do it ourselves with like World Edit, which I gotta learn how to use now, I guess.
I don't think it's that difficult, it's just speed.
It's tutorial time, boys.
Indeed. Okay, and then it is 2 blocks on
Yes.
top. Bam, bam.
Warp.
And then like that, and like that, I believe. And then a slab. Like so. I think this is turning out pretty good. Okay, and then a stair, 3 blocks, I think. Yes, a stair and then 3 blocks. 1, 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3.
1, 2, skip to the loo. 3, 4, skip to the loo. 5, 6,
And then
skip
it
to the
was 2
loo.
stairs
Skip
like
to the
that.
loo.
Wait, no. Exact opposite. Stair like that.
Also, you remember the sign for Dead Man's County?
Yeah.
So I guess if you join us now, we gotta change it because now it isn't just men.
Oh, you can totally keep it. I quite like the
I
name.
don't know. Nose. The nose.
Alright. How's this look?
This dude's got quite the schnoz on him.
Nose.
Just make it like use more slabs and make it longer.
No.
make the schnoz absolutely huge. just use more slabs and
The
make it super
base,
long.
I don't really like the base though. The base does seem a bit too skinny. It like the head is huge and it
It
looks
is a
kind of top
seahorse.
heavy.
Seahorses are extremely cartoony looking if you ever seen them.
Oh, we also need to move the
I don't know
conduit.
how seahorses exactly exist, but I think they look like they're out of a friggin' like fantasy film.
Move the conduit quickly before my night vision runs out. And it ran out. That's fine though. Alright, I am fully aware that this is not as powerful as the one in there because it's missing these little corner bits. But that kind of takes away from the beauty of the statue. Now, as for detailing, it kind of looks ugly being completely out of just prismarine. So, what do we detail?
I think it's weird that the front of the seahorse is a little. Hold on. I'll move up a little. Like, swim up.
Yeah?
You see that like big like 5 block gaping hole?
Yeah, I see it.
Like at least put like a block there instead. Like between the 2 stairs. So that way it's level with the other side.
Oh, like here you mean? Yeah, I can put like a stair there.
No, a block, so it's like level with the other side.
Not quite like a stair there. Stair looks better, I think. Gives it a more round
Yeah, but then
shape.
it don't look like the other. Okay, like, okay, fine. You do you. You be you. I'll go if you want me to.
No!
All right, fine.
You can put stairs here too, though. I'll do what the picture says too, and put some dark prismarine. That already looks better.
Epic gamer moments with the Namage.
I am the Namage.
The Namage who does not say the racial slurs.
I do not. That is correct. All right.
The
Now, as
Namage.
for around it.
Around
See.
it, I'd say
Like if
seagrass.
Like, no, no, I mean, out of prismarine, it's got these little decals around it, like,
That's not what a decal means or is.
I don't care.
A decal is a sticker. You mean decorations? You mean little stone like little stone things?
Shut.
No,
Yes.
no, make me. Come over and make me.
I don't think I did this right.
I'm gonna, like, I'm gonna flip you like an omelet.
Oh,
No,
yeah?
no, it's a block between, it's 3 blocks high, it's 3 blocks high.
Oh, I see what I did
The
wrong.
block stair, and then it curves. You just gotta have an eye for these things, you know?
That still doesn't look right. Oh, wait, I know what I did wrong. Like, like so. Dang, I wish you had vertical slabs, because that looks very thick, and then it's got that little just hook on the end. It looks very skinny.
No, I think the most bottom block is a stair, actually.
Oh, I see. That looks better.
Your stream is extremely delayed.
It's actually not that much.
I don't know how I feel about vertical slabs. I've had, like, despite me being a builder, I've had mixed feelings about the vertical slabs. Because, like, they're cool, but I feel like it sometimes messes up some stuff. But, I mean, if they add them, I wouldn't complain. And if they don't add them, I also probably wouldn't complain. I mean, hey, they added the cave update, so anything can happen.
Okay, that's way too skinny.
What is that? What is that fella standing on? Jeez. I put like a stair that. Oh.
No, I don't
Whoopsie
really like
daisies.
that.
I think it looks fine.
What if I just remove that entirely? Okay, that looks definitely wrong. What if I made this a stair? I have run out of stairs. Allow me to get more stairs.
I haven't been on the server in a while, and I'm sad.
You'll be back soon.
I will. Wish I could have joined you.
That's alright.
I'm blue.
Da boo dee da boo die. Also, what happened to the
Very,
music?
very weird. So yeah, your music hasn't been on. Maybe that's why the viewers haven't been pouring in.
Oh, it's because Discord shuts off my Spotify. It says Spotify playback paused while transmitting audio, so it just pauses my Spotify whenever I'm in a Discord call for some reason. But I don't want it to pause. And there's no setting I
I'll
can
leave.
do. No, no. That is not what I wish.
Really got to learn how to use friggin' frig it's called. I gotta learn how to use world edit, because I do indeed, because the map we're using, it's not 100% done yet, and for some reason, and like I'm not judging the choices, it's a beautiful map. I love it. I love this map so much. Kudos to the map creator, whose name I forget, and I will promptly look up because credit is due where credit is deserved. So the map is called Minopolis and the Countryside, and where so his I think his YouTube channel is just called Minopolis in the Countryside. But that's not it. This is. I know this fellow might have a name. I don't know. Just like look up my Nopolis in the Countryside. It's really good, fully updated. I love the map. Great for role plays because it has like so many different aspects of like just kind of like a world, a modern world. Like there's a lot of fantasy maps out there, but this is a really good city map that also has like a countryside. So it's not like it's everything is all in one place. It's really expansive. Um, I really love it. Um, and so yeah, so this map is what we're planning to use, but we still need to use like terraform and stuff because we do want to build like our own places, like for like like bases and stuff like in this world.
Yeah.
Um, we want to do that ourselves, so we need terraform to not terraform, friggin' world edit to kind of change some stuff around, and also like some of the highway is like over some like weird biome changes, and we're just gonna like completely like delete the biome, like deserts and stuff, because that doesn't really fit with what we're trying to do.
I get you. I've run out of stairs again.
Stair bears. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry.
Hey, we are chaotic on this channel, and I am all for it.
You literally say like at the beginning of everything like this is a chill channel.
It is.
But also semi-chaotic somehow.
Yes.
We have a good balance.
We do. I can tell you this much, like, my chaotic side and my chill side are just constantly at odds. They're just constantly fighting. And so you get me. And just in any given situation, I can react differently. Also, I tried making a diagonal kind of curly thing, but it looks awful, so I'm gonna destroy it. You good?
Mm-hmm. I'm good. I'm the best.
Good.
Yes.
Would hate to see otherwise. What's on your mind?
What's on my mind?
These are very, very poorly placed.
Why? Oh, perhaps a little, yes. Just move the circle. Move the entire other building.
Okay,
move the
it's
building.
2 blocks off, so 1, 2. Should be like around here.
Move the circle.
How about no? Why do I hear a bat? That means there's a cave underground nearby. Which means if I break probably one of these sand blocks, it'll cause a cave in. Those are always annoying to patch up.
Will just kind of fall in, you know?
Alright, and then from here it's 1, 2, so on the other side, 1, 2. Alright. Alrighty.
How
So
much do
for
you know about YouTube copyright laws?
not much, but ask away.
Uh,
It has
um,
occurred to me that this is not centered, really, and that has bothered
oh,
me
it
so
really
much.
doesn't matter.
This bothers me so much. The conduit is there.
Um,
The center is here. It is one block off.
it looks fine.
I'm not dealing with this. No, it will bother me so much if I don't fix it. I just need to
You
move
say
the whole.
that, but then you realize it probably won't.
No, it will.
Suck it up.
No. Not if I can do something about it. Whoops, not sand. Stair. Okay. So. Potato, I was telling chat earlier about how you convinced me otherwise of that item frame argument we had.
Yeah, I win. I won. I won the argument.
You hear this, chat? Such a sore winner.
No, I just don't get many victories in life. Gotta relish this. Relish this like a hot dog.
Oh, alright then.
Ever eaten a hot dog?
Rarely.
Hot dogs are kind of weird.
They're gross in my books.
I think they're gross in a lot of people's books. Also, another thing, I about copyright laws is because we wanted a cool intro for our zombie, like, not film, like our zombie, a series, and we were thinking perhaps, perhaps the intro would be like, we were thinking of using like Mr. Blue Sky because it's a good song, it has cool vibes.
Yeah.
But then we kind of realized that we might get like the video taken down because Mr. Blue Sky isn't like free to use.
Yep, it probably would get copyright claimed. Not gonna lie.
So would we like get in big trouble?
You could either
Like what
get
if
a
we just
strike.
credit Elo? Like this song was written by Elo.
Wait, is the channel monetized?
I don't know. No, no.
If it's not monetized, then it's probably alright. Cause I mean, it would get copyright claimed. You just can't make money off of it. That's what the dealio is.
It can. Well, I mean, I know you can make money off of YouTube. I thought you had to like have like 1 billion subscribers or something.
Well, that's to make millions. But like anyone can make just a few dollars. You gotta be verified though.
How do you make like who gives you that money though?
YouTube.
It's not like Twitch. YouTube gives people money.
Yes. That's kind of how
I
they
thought
operate.
it was like the fan. Okay, never mind. I thought you had to be like. I don't think we're big enough to do that. Either way,
You need to
we
be
did
verified.
find like alternative like free to use songs.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, use free to use songs.
It's just Mr. Blue Sky is so good.
I know.
And it like fits like the theme we're going for perfectly, which is like not scary zombie apocalypse. It's just kind of messing around with zombie. Like Mr. Blue Sky is like so chipper and like it's a
Dun
dope
dun dun
song.
dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Alright. So how does this
And so I wanted to use it for like the intro, which would be like showing like the world in decimation and just like this happy song, which we thought would be super funny. And
That
then
would
you
be
know,
funny.
yeah, but you know we can't use it. So so we just got like other like chipper songs that are like retro kind of sounding.
Sounds good.
They're not Mr. Blue Sky though.
Yeah, well. Bring it up with copyright law.
We moved to step 1. We moved to Sweden. You know why Sweden?
No, I don't know why Sweden.
Sweden is one of the only countries that does not have copyright laws.
Oh.
Step 1, we moved to Sweden. Step 2, we learned Swedish. Step 3, start YouTube. Step 4, unknown. Step 5, profit.
Something in between there.
And in between there, I don't know, something happens. YouTube gives us money or something. Are you planning to make money off of YouTube?
I highly doubt it. I gotta have 1,000 subscribers, man. That's crazy. 1,000
like
people?
1K?
Yes, 1K. 1,000 people's crazy. 1,000 people isn't gonna watch me
hold on, let me do the math.
slowly build this seahorse. Nobody, I mean, like, I would love it, but it just, realistically, it's just not gonna happen. You see,
hold on. Let me do the math.
the people who are successful on YouTube are like such a tiny percentage of people. And they also get extremely lucky. Like, a video of theirs gets recommended to a whole ton of people. That's just the algorithm.
Okay. So I did the math on a calculator, and yeah, 1K is a lot of people.
What math did you do?
Some basic multiplication, square roots, stuff like that. I'm smart.
I will not question you.
Good. Do not.
Alright.
Maybe give him an eye.
Oops. I can do that.
Give him an eye. Like put like a little stare, like up in his noggin. Put a little stare up in his noggin and like, not the bricks, so like a stare, like upside down stare, like up, like where like a full block is, and then that is his eyes.
Oh, I see. Okay. Wait, I want to try something first. I want to see how this would work first. Okay, that does look a bit creepy. You say like that? Wait, no. Like that?
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up. So no, not like that. Yeah, like that.
It's a bit low.
Yeah, maybe like put the stair like instead of upside down, make it like right side up inside of the block.
Like so. I actually quite like that. That is very cute.
Yeah, he's got a little eye now.
I gotta move all these now again.
I feel like the neck is a little weird.
What about the neck?
Look back up at the neck. Neck.
I see where you're coming from. Let me see what I did wrong.
Does that look exactly like the image? Does that?
Yes, it does. Oh wait, I'm missing a stair. I'm missing a stair.
Yeah, I thought so.
Missing a stair right there.
Yes. The stream is still catching up, so please, yeah.
Okay.
I will judge.
I got rid of the
I
image
will
now.
judge very harshly.
Because I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks pretty swanky.
I also gotta move these little statue things.
Why?
Well, because I moved the
Look
whole
fine to me.
statue over. Oh gosh. Glitch block. What? DingDongCraft? Excuse me? I didn't just get banned, did I? Oh. Oh, what?
What happened?
Sorry, I was eating a bite of my food. I wasn't expecting it to load that quickly. It respawned me here. Okay, 1, 2. But I just rebuilt this statue and it just undid all that. No big deal though. It's only a few blocks. Okay, as for these didn't get changed, did they? Alright, 1 block over. Yeah, 1 block over. Oh yeah. These gotta move a little bit up. Hey, can you unmute, or can you, unmute the stream and let me know if it's like, if the music's too loud or if someone's too quiet? Cause, yeah. I've noticed that on the VODs, that just, either me will be too quiet or the music will be too loud and it kind of just...
So you are a little bit quiet. The music is fine.
Well,
You're
I mean,
a bit too quiet, my friend.
my microphone is at 100%.
Then you gotta start yelling.
Yo! Hold on, I want to see how that sounds.
Weird.
Okay. I heard it. Yeah. Okay. I can bring my mic closer to my face if that makes it a bit better.
hey, Namin.
What's up?
Instead of saying "cool story, bro," say these instead. Fascinating discourse, chum. Riveting fable, comrade.
All right. Now check out this statue. Wait, let me go back.
Intriguing anecdote, brethren.
Brethren. Sounds like something Technoblade
You got the
would say.
stream echoing in your background.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
No, I don't. I don't think so.
Oh wait, no, that was me. That was me. I'm dumb because I
Yeah,
still
man.
had the volume.
My stream's muted on my end.
Big dumb.
Alright, chat. 1 in the chat if this is a good seahorse and you like it. Yay!
Today's a slow day. It's a Wednesday. What do you expect? It's a Wednesday.
It
and
is a
everyone's over
Wednesday.
there watching some other... Everyone's over there watching Skeppy and Awesome Dude.
Quit advertising other streamers.
That's where every single person in the world is.
Hold on, I just want to see if this looks good. Give a seahorse a bit more chonk.
give it some chonk, some sick abs. Actually, it looks really cool. Like it's the heart of the seahorse.
Well, yeah, but I
For
feel like...
conduit to be most powerful, do you need to like... Oh, do you need to have...
Yeah, I need to have these blocks to make it most powerful, but I don't really like it.
Yeah, it looks like...
It does look a bit weird.
You don't need it to be the most powerful. Just
No, I
the
don't.
kind of powerful.
Alright, now.
Either way, the build is looking swanky. Yes.
Thank you.
Swank.
Alright, now there's supposed to be like a little road around it.
There's much swank happening.
So I need to clear out, excuse me, a bit more coral here. Actually, wait, not much here. We can go around here. Here, I need to,
dog.
Here, I'm gonna lower music just a little bit. So that way, like, just a tad. Okay. Okay. Just need to... Whoops. I just broke a lot of coral. So if anyone recognizes the soundtrack, we got Undertale in the background. I went through the entire soundtrack and picked out songs that sounded chill and lo-fi to vibe to on stream. Appreciate me, that took a while. But anything for the stream, you know? Good quality streams are everything. Because then people watch you.
Yeah.
You falling asleep?
No, I would never fall asleep.
And that's alright to fall asleep. This is a chill stream. It's the kind of stream people fall
Falling
asleep to.
asleep is for losers and tired people.
Are you not a tired person? I thought so. See, the problem with not having a fully powered conduit is that it's just range. There's no levels of conduit power, so like, you still got the same power, you just have to be closer to it. So what I'll probably do is just have a fully powered conduit just somewhere underground.
How many conduits do you have?
2. One is there, and then one is in the island, all the way over there.
Wait, what island?
It's in a little like peninsula over there. Or rather island. I buried it underground.
Maybe you should have like big towers, like with the conduits in them.
I was planning on moving it into the lighthouse when I build that.
But that's kind of useless because it's on land.
No, if I put it in water, it becomes good.
In the lighthouse?
Yeah, yeah. So like right now, the conduit over there is underground, but I have it in water. I flooded a tiny little room underground.
How far is the range exactly? Like how many blocks?
Farther than you think. It's actually quite big. I'm not sure exactly how far, but it's pretty decent size.
Didn't you say they wanted like some towers sprinkled around the royal reef?
Yes.
Under the sea.
For how big I want my palace to be and like the outskirts, this conduit is definitely not gonna reach.
Under the sea, da 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 da. Under the sea, da 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 da.
Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Under the sea, da 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 da. Oh my gosh,
Under
Kairos
the tree,
yelling downstairs.
Under the tree, do 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 do. I am a dog under a log, under a tree. Do, 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 do.
Dude, that got turned into so many fan cams. I saw them all over YouTube.
Oh yeah, this is true.
Dream is just a fan cam magnet.
No, Dream. It's funny because like Dream on the Dream SMP, I will destroy your entire country. Dream not on the Dream SMP, undone the tree.
True. Okay, I don't want to destroy too much of this. Okay, this needs to be pushed back just a little bit further. Okay. That's good enough, right? Okay, I can move this. Alright. So many different types of coral. It fills my inventory, even when I just have very few. Come on, Mojang, inventory update. The bundles are not good enough.
Someone's in the chat.
Huh? Otter, welcome! To bring you up to date, we are... Hush, let me do a summary. To bring you up to date, we're doing a build battle on the DingDongCraft realm, and no teaming allowed, so I can't present this lovely castle that Potato here put together. But I am making a little entrance bit, and we built this seahorse statue, which holds a conduit. I told you I'd move it, so it's no longer in here. Actually, let me remove this. And so... but that's what we're doing, and then we got new music. I went through the entire Undertale soundtrack and took out like the good lo-fi sounding songs to vibe to, which took me quite a while.
Dance?
Spider Dance? I think I put that in the non-lo-fi streaming songs. If there ever comes... Yeah, I saved songs that like I might need in some situation, so I can play it. Let me see it.
I think you could also like use Cuphead music. I know that Tommy uses Cuphead music. Cuphead music is mostly swing. If you know swing, it's not really lo-fi, but it's kind of fun, it's kind of energetic.
Where are these blocks at? Okay, and also as you can see, we are drowning almost instantly.
Like Cuphead music.
I don't know what that is.
Look it up. Cuphead music. It's like it's swing music. It's pretty energetic and not really lo-fi, but fans are saying they'd like it.
Okay.
Look up Cuphead. Look up Cuphead's King's Court.
Mhm. Okay. Cuphead original soundtrack.
Look for the song titled King's Court. I like that one.
I be looking. Ah, here it is. Interesting. It's quite energetic.
Oh, we can't hear it on the stream. I have the stream up actually now. We can't hear it.
Wait, you can? Should be able to. I can make it louder. Here, I can give you the playlist of my new streaming songs playlist. Why is it giving me my own chat rules? I wrote those. So that's the lo-fi streaming playlist.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on a second.
Oh, also to bring you up to date, I got Chipotle here. Cause I got back from my walk right as it, like, near 7-ish. I got back at like 6:30. Alright, so currently, we were just expanding out a little bit because I want to make a road kind of like around, see, Potato did this lovely design here, and I want to do that here, but this design is for like a straight strip. I don't know exactly how to transfer that over. I can try something though. Hello, thank you. Did he use smooth sandstone? No, he didn't. Okay. I need non-smooth sandstone stairs. Okay. Ghost stairs will be the death of me. Okay, like that, and then... Okay. Just gonna make a pretty border. I'm out of food. Let me get some food. Also, the photo reference I used, because I did not come up with that design on my own. We used this reference photo. It also had the octopus, but I liked the seahorse one better. So this is the design. I totally just copied it block for block. Okay. And so the lore around this is that these ruins were here before the palace. So they ancient people. I don't really know history, but we'll just say some ancient people. They found these ocean ruins and were like, this place is sacred. So this is also the source of the kingdom's magic. A beautiful centerpiece right here in front of the palace, at the very entrance of the kingdom. It's a way of saying welcome to Atlantia, kind of like the Statue of Liberty in New York says welcome to New York. It's like the first thing you see when you enter the kingdom. And I really like that vibe. So, stairs, please work with me. Like that. Like that. And so, these ruins are extremely old. Older than the palace. Just ignore the fact that I built them after.
Hey,
Welcome back.
yeah, did you fill the void without me?
Yes, I actually did talk.
Oh, wow. Oh, by the way, Otter, something I kind of said this earlier in the stream, but, Owen was here, to listen to me, but, this is kind of a low-key announcement, nothing about Anamid, just mostly about me.
Yeah, man was just talking on my stream advertising. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. But just a summary.
It's not my YouTube channel, it's me and my friends, some other friends. We play Minecraft together. We've got like a YouTube channel going on. We're planning on starting a cool new series on it. Actually, our first series on it. It's gonna be like a comedy, sort of like a zombie apocalypse survival, like just us being funny in the zombie apocalypse. Like, there's gonna be a role play. It's gonna be a role play thing, but we're just gonna be funny. You know all those like zombie apocalypse like role plays there it's all like, oh no, everyone's dying and we're all sad and we're all depressed and we're all like like bad on like everything. Like all the fronts are bad. All the fronts are awful. Well, this is one where like the fronts are bad, but we're funny about it, and it's great.
The
We got
world's
like
ending, Pog.
the world's ending. Pog. Dang, miss memes, you know. I miss when the internet was still around. Also my parents, but you know
Oh,
they.
oh man.
It's mostly just for us to be funny, and we're just planning to screw around in a world where we got a lot of mods going on, basically. This isn't coming out really soon, maybe in like the next month, like at the latest. Because we do have some stuff we plan to put up on the channel, but like some one-off stuff, including a little Terraria series that my other friends are doing. I'm not in it, but you can watch them play Terraria. It's called 2D Idiots versus the World. It's pretty funny.
Sounds accurate.
Yeah, basically that's my friends. We're just a bunch of flat-faced idiots. Don't tell my friends I called them flat-faced idiots. They're gonna take my cut of the millions of dollars we're gonna make on YouTube. We don't plan to make like any money, but like just like I thought here I could like slightly advertise. You know, you guys would like check out like this cool new series we're starting. It's a role play. It's not gonna be like sad or anything. It's mostly just for comedy. Like you wanna like watch like a funny TV show that's just on YouTube. Like it's like a TV show. Yeah. We're planning like every episode to be like 11 minutes or so. Like role play, mostly improv of us just screwing around with zombies. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa,
like
whoa, whoa. Rephrase that last sentence.
what would I say?
Screwing around with zombies.
Yeah, messing around. You know, just like
Please
I don't know.
rephrase that sentence.
Okay, we are planning to we are
Okay,
planning
forget
to.
I said anything. Forget I said.
How do I rephrase this?
No,
we are
just.
planning to. We're basically planning to. There's going to be a story, but the story's just kind of there for like people to follow. It's just me and my friends being idiots on like a server with like this zombie mod on it. We're writing a script for some things like exposition, how the rules work of like the zombie world. We're writing some stuff. We got like a poster, I guess. Namage put it up on her stream briefly. You can put it up too.
Wait, you want me to put it up again?
Yeah. It also reveals the name of the series. Oh, I should probably mention the channel name. Channel name is going to be called Kingdom MC. It's kind of a work in progress name. We don't know why we called it that. Kind of when we wanted to do some like faction stuff, but we at the end we didn't really decide to do that anymore.
Don't mind me eating.
I realize that me talking is really over the place, which is chaotic, but bad when I'm trying to tell people something.
Don't worry about it. Does this show
You're
up?
still eating that bowl.
I have barely had time to eat because I've been talking. I've actually been able to talk. Alright, Streamlabs.
That's true.
Oh,
You've been
it does
better
work.
about this. Yeah. Otter, I know you're in the chat. Tell me what you think of this. I made this in like Google Slides.
It's very well done.
It's called Dead Man's County. It's like a zombie apocalypse, and unlike most of them, which take place in like huge cities in the country.
Yeah, what happens when I open a new tab? Does it share that too?
Around. I'm trying to see.
It does.
Yes, it does.
That's pretty cool.
This is extremely delayed, like by 30 seconds.
Well, there's nothing on this page that's like revealing.
Uh-oh. We
No,
know
don't
your
worry.
social security number. Da, 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 da.
Yes, I do have Grammarly because without it, I would fail as just everything. Okay, back to Minecraft.
My PC. My PC auto-saves a file. Me, nice, but where did the file save? My PC. Good question.
True. Okay. Mm, I need details, but I don't know how to do details. All I got is this outline. Which
What
I'm
do
gonna
you
be
mean?
honest,
Like
looks kind of
details?
wonky.
Yeah, with the stairs it looks a little wonkers, badonkers.
Yeah, I don't
I
really like
shouldn't
the
say.
outline.
I don't think I should say badonkers. That's not a word.
Oh, gosh.
I
Instant
can hear
mind go
your
burr.
chewing, and it's lovely.
You are in no place to talk. You were burping on stream earlier.
Hey, chat. One in the chat. If you like my burping better than Namage's chewing, and two in the chat if you like if you like Namage's chewing instead of my burping. You don't you don't count.
I think I do count. You said chat. I am in the
Damage.
chat.
No, you're not. You're not a person though. I said people. People in the chat. You're not a person.
I'm not a person.
You're a Twitch streamer. You barely count as one. You barely count as human.
That is hater attitude right there.
I'm kidding. You're a woman. You barely count as a human being.
Oh
I'm kidding.
boy. Okay. Okay.
I was satirical. I don't mean that.
Nah, don't worry about it. By the way, we were talking about the fact that I was just basically to summarize the conversation for the past 2 hours now. We hit the 2 hour mark. We went on a long tangent about the fact
how we were bullied in school.
yeah, cuz I was like I want to join this group and Potato here was like, "Yeah, but it's kind of like a boys group." And I was like, "Hell yeah. I get along better with boys anyway."
Oh yeah, no, Namit just said that she wants to, so all of my friends are like offline right now, probably doing homework.
I am more of one of the boys than I am one of the girls. I'm gonna be honest.
That is 100% okay with us. Probably, I don't know, they're not online,
Probably.
so I can't ask them now.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I mean, I mean, we'd probably have you play a female character because we're all like male characters, and like we wouldn't be weird about it. Last thing we want in this show is like romance, because that's gross.
Ignore the first word I typed. I did not mean to say that.
What did it say? What was that?
It said hell because I forgot the O. So it was hello. It was just hell exclamation mark instead of hello.
Oh. Oh yeah, that was a bit delayed. I saw that. That was funny.
Okay, now how do I decorate this area? Man, it's supposed
streaming.
to be.
This is hell.
Well, it's just so like she doesn't throw my name in the chat or anything. All right, I'm gonna see if this works. I'm just gonna dot bits of prismarine in the ground. Tell me if this looks awful.
Looks alright, I guess. I was gonna say something else, but I completely forgot what it was.
Happens to the best of us. You have no idea how many times I've forgotten just the most obvious things.
Yeah, we were talking about how we were being kind of bullied in school. Also, Nabich just wants to join the group where we want to roleplay the zombie apocalypse thing.
It does sound very fun. I would be very interested.
Can you be funny? Can you be funny though? That's the thing.
Yes, I can be funny.
You have the ability to be funny.
I do.
We won't need you to like reveal your face or anything. Also, does your computer handle mods? Does it handle mods well?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. We won't be filming. Our friend Roach is filming. He's the main character for two reasons. One, he's the editor. Two, he also can record voices. And three, he has a really cool voice.
Understandable. Those are some pretty good
Yeah.
reasons.
Yeah, so Roach is our main character. I don't know how we're going to make it in the world that I guess in this less magical world, because his usual skin is like a cockroach with like a suit on, which is pretty dope. No, it's a dope skin. It's a dope looking skin.
Okay.
It's a cockroach with like that. Yeah. It's a cockroach with like a business suit on.
I'll take your word for it.
But like we wanted to be like more like a little more human for the role play. So we're like, so how are we gonna change yours? And he just changed it to human, but he's not gonna change his name from Roach. And we like that's cool because all of our names are something weird. Like my character's name is Spuds.
Well, I mean, I gotta
Another
be
one of
honest.
my friends'
Namage is a pretty odd name.
Yeah, Namage would probably work. Another cool name in our series is literally someone named Thew. These are all like really unconventional names. There's Thew, Spuds, Dr. Kakarot,
Dr. Carrot.
Blind. There's like his name is Blind.
Man, whose name is Blind?
Blind, yeah, or like Blindside. His name is Blindside.
Okay.
Like we call each other like abbreviations of like our in-game names or Discord names. My other friend is GG, and then there's Roach. So yeah, it's a pretty it's a big mix and match of names and yeah. So somehow we got to make it like in world that some parents like had like wanted to name their children Roach or something. So yeah, we got to make that like part of the story, I guess. Or maybe that's just a nickname. I don't know what his real name would be. I guess when it's the apocalypse, real names don't matter.
True. See, I kind of feel like this Sea Curse is a bit lackluster. I get it, they're like sacred ocean ruins, but like,
I think they're cool.
it's gotta have something more. Also, I'm gonna add some dark prismarine into the floor. Maybe not as much, but just a little bit. And also some coral.
Yeah, coral. Maybe some sea lanterns on top of those little like pillars you got going on there. That could be cool.
Hold on one second, let me throw out some garbage here.
Sea pickles.
Ah yes, sea pickles. Buena idea. Okay, so like instead of some of these, I'll replace them with dark prismarine. Just a few of them though, because in the statue the dark prismarine is a lot rarer. Alright, like that. That's pretty good. As for the coral, kind of be like cracks of it, kind of in the ground.
That'd be cool. Oh, big purple. A lot of purple. Purple.
That's actually magenta. Just saying.
I don't know. I do not know the difference, and frankly, do not care.
Well then, you are an idiot. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was a joke. You good? Potato, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Well, Oh.
I've left.
Oh. That's unfortunate. I quite liked you.
Yes. I quite liked me too. You, not so much, but me, 100%.
Oh, okay then. Okay, I feel like this isn't random enough. I can't have it keep following the same exact pattern. Hmm. Could put a bit more red, like over here. A bit more blue, like here. Can add a bit of yellow into this cliffside. Oops. Let me just collect these blocks real quick. Oh, sea pickles. I can
The pickles.
dot these around.
Give me some of those coral plants. Just like put them around. Coral plants would look nice.
Yeah, I'll do those in just a sec. Okay, wait, so I put some there. I'll put some here. Oops.
How would you react if I were to build like a boat, like in your, like over the, Royal Reef?
Nah, wouldn't like it too much. That's just me being honest.
Alright, fair enough.
All boats should be in the port.
Alright, well how do they get there? Hmm?
I don't know.
If we're following the lore, how would they get there? Oh, also, I should probably ask, if you were to play in our zombie apocalypse roleplay, what character would you want to play?
A healer? If that's cool.
So we're kind of excluding magic from this world, actually.
Got it. A healer.
Most magic you'll kind of see is just like science mostly actually, and like I guess like toxic sludge plays a bit of a part. You know, like the classic, toxic sludge monsters, right?
Yeah.
From comic books. I actually know if you read comic books. You read any comic books?
I do not.
Oh, that's fine. But there's not like magic. We're keeping magic kind of out of this. But there are like fourth wall breaks in the script, oh well, I guess we better commit to this bad decision just to move the plot along. Like that's just funny, but like no like healing magic. That's not a thing. We already have a friend being like a doctor. I don't mean to spoil it too much, but quite possibly working on a cure. He's a mad doctor. He's like real crazy and stuff. We've already got that role covered.
Understood.
I genuinely didn't think of you when I was distributing these roles. I feel bad saying that, but
Nah, don't worry about it.
like most of us, like we're not all introduced in the first episode. A lot of us come a lot later, in the series.
Well, then can I be a badass warrior?
Yeah, but I feel like the woman is always the best. I shouldn't say that word. I feel like the woman is always like the best fighter in like everything nowadays. We gotta change it. We gotta change it. We gotta give men a chance for once, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah?
Yeah.
Go on.
We gotta change the way things work. We gotta give the men a chance.
Uh-huh.
She proceeds to commit various war crimes.
Hey, Conduit, you're supposed to protect me. Conduit! Conduit, you're supposed to kill them! Oh, maybe it's not because it's at full power. Oh man.
Oop.
Conduits,
Oop.
in case you didn't know, conduits do a damage to drowned zombies and guardians.
Ah, neato.
Um, so yeah.
But back to my point, I feel like in everything, the women are always like, stereotyped to be like, the super cool fighter with like super like huge potential.
Right,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah, I
like
get where you're coming from.
we gotta break this like stereotype. We gotta break this pattern. Make men the strong one in the story for once.
Okay.
Make the men the capable ones in the story.
Okay.
Like you remember Shrek, right? And Fiona with her karate and kung fu moves, right?
Yep.
Or like
Okay.
Kung Fu Panda, the movie with the animated film with Jack Black who played a panda. Um, like the tigress. She was like the super cool fighter, right?
Yeah, I get you.
So like the women are always like the super cool ones. Like, I feel like it's happened just too much, too much.
I want to give off the
Well,
vibe that
like
this place is kind of overgrown, so that's what I'm gonna do to
one
spice up this statue
one
here.
in the chat, if you agree with me, we need to start giving men a chance to be the strong ones in films and things.
Okay, as much as I think this bit is funny, I think you should stop before someone actually gets offended.
No one gets offended on Twitch. It's Twitch.
Oh, ooh, ooh. I beg to differ.
This used to be the home of DJ Schlatt. I mean, come on.
I mean,
He gets banned on Twitter like every other day.
True. Okay, where did my magenta coral blocks go?
I ate them.
Oh.
You're just like, oh my. Also, I love that you gave the seahorse some hair.
Oh.
Some blue hair.
I think I actually might change it to yellow, just so it has like a golden crown.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That's so much
Some,
nicer. And
some
then
little
I'll
hair.
replace the yellow one down here with blue.
He's a blondie. He's got yellow hair.
And he's beautiful.
And he's beautiful. Yeah, but men deserve some appreciation, you know?
Yep.
Yep. This is all a bit. People understand this is a bit, right?
Yeah. We're also
Yeah.
tiny. We are a tiny little. I'm just gonna put some fans.
I mean, I'm taller than you. That's like.
You are not.
I am.
He's not, chat. We actually met in
I
person. He's
am.
not.
We met in person years ago.
It was only like a year ago.
A year ago we met, and I've grown like a lot since then.
Have you really?
Yes. You doubt that I grow?
Have you really?
I haven't stopped growing yet. No, I'm still growing. I have to unleash my ultimate power.
Where are the blue fans at? I want the blue ones.
Gatsby's taking a little nappy nap on the bed. An adorable little boy. So precious. So beautiful. So covered in dog hair. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what dogs do. Look, I can give it a mustache. Wait, I can't. Oh, these are all stairs and slabs.
You were
Eyelashes. I can give him eyelashes.
Can you?
I mean,
it doesn't look like.
It looks a bit wonky.
No, it does look really wonky.
Alright, I'm gonna put a fan there. Wait, no, we have a pink one there. What color should I put here? I can put a blue one there. Thank you. Oh, the crown? Wait, which one looks better? That for a crown or the one that was there before? Whoops. Okay,
I
so that
think
one or
I think that one looks more
that
like a
one?
crown. I think the second, the flatter one looks more like a crown. It looks like a little crown, yeah.
Awesome.
The other one just looks like hair.
Although I do want to give off the impression that this place is a ruin, so that's why there's coral, like, growing all over it. Alright, kind of don't want to have the same color next to each other, so I'll put a blue one like here. Oh, I can put a pink one like here. Put a yellow one over here.
But back to the other topic we had. What kind of character would you want to play then on this roleplay? So to give you a sense of who people are, Roach and Gigi are both from the city. They have traveled all the way to the country to escape the city because zombies. Spuds and Thew, they are both from the country. They are both farmers, sort of farmers. Like Thew just lives in the country. Like he doesn't like farm anything. He lives in the country, and Spuds has owned like a family farm, so he does farm in the and Dr. Kakera is the mad scientist trying to find a cure, and Blindside is I won't reveal who he is, but you can't be him, that's for sure.
I can put coral on the inside. Anyway, yes, that does sound super cool.
Who would you want to be?
I mean, do I have to be someone different?
I mean, diversity is cool.
It is true.
Diversity is
Put another yellow one.
Considered pretty cool. I don't know how we'd really work you into the script.
I mean, I don't have to join. I mean, I would love to.
No, but like that'd
totally
be
get
cool
it.
though. That'd be cool if you joined though. You're a cool person. You're the coolest friend.
I'm flat.
Until my other friends I said that. Yeah, I guess you're right though. You are quite flat. Your voice isn't super entertaining.
You know what? Oh, Chironium in the chat. Welcome. Yes. This is my build
Nice.
for the build battle. Spanglish. Gringo.
Spanglish. Muy nice.
How was that noise? Oh, it was a pufferfish. It was a poofer.
Yes.
Anyways, yes.
Yes. Mucho
Notice
good.
the crown. This is an ancient sacred ruin that gives the kingdom its power. Hence the conduit in the center. It's the source of the kingdom's magic.
I mean, I propose. Yeah, they found it. I propose we, bring in nuclear power plant, but friggin',
You need to chill.
Okay, chat, vote right now. Should we let this old, dusty ruin provide power to the entire city? Or should we put it on a more reliable source of, power, such as nuclear power?
There will be no nuclear power.
One in the chat for awesome, super cool nuclear power. 2 in the chat for dusty old ruin magic.
Oh, but it's so much prettier. Wait, Cairo, aren't you busy right now? Cairo,
Exactly.
you biased frick, alright?
What? Yeah.
No, I'm the queen, and I say no nuclear power.
No, nuclear power. Think of it. Think of it. Look, look, look. Stand on top right there.
But I
Look
love the
slightly.
seahorse, though. See?
Look
He loves the
slightly.
seahorse.
Yeah. Look slightly to like the left of the seahorse, though. Look up and look slightly to the left of it, like in the horizon.
Yeah.
Imagine over there, two massive cooling towers. The nuclear power plant that supplies power to the entire town.
How about no?
Think about it. Two giant cooling towers, right?
Cairo, don't
In
even start. Don't even.
dictator denies citizens of Mortal. Yes,
No,
guys!
you're gonna make the yellow journalism go wild again.
Yellow journalism, like The Simpsons. Yellow.
Oh my god. Cairo, look what you've done.
This is great. This is going absolutely wonderfully for the citizens, of course. We need stronger power. We need not just dusty old relics that we dig up.
Well,
No,
my
no,
question
no,
right now
no,
is,
no,
does
no.
it need more coral, or are we good?
How about you get over there and start making some cooling towers and a reactor?
How about no?
How about absolutely yes?
How about no?
Look, okay, I know what you're thinking. Where are we going to put all the toxic waste? Well, we are in an ocean.
Don't even think about it. Wait, again what? He said again. Again what? I also hear a wandering trader. Do you sell nautilus shells? Give me nautilus shells. He sells nautilus shells.
For 5 emeralds a pop, jeez, that's expensive.
Oh, I don't care how expensive it is. This is like the best way to get nautilus shells because I am not farming them for hours.
Yeah, drowns
Thank you for
drop
your
some good stuff, but not like commonly enough. Oh, he's only got one. Oh, 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 that's going in the journal.
You saw nothing.
That's
Saw nothing.
going in the
Chat,
newspaper.
chat, you saw nothing, right?
Chat, that was blatant murder,
You
wasn't
saw
it?
nothing, right?
Maybe I should just, instead of the Crafter's Chronicle, maybe I should just make the Undersea Slanderer. Just like all the news just from you of like you doing awful things to your citizens. Call it the
You
Undersea
little...
Slanderer. One article on you denying your citizens affordable utilities. One on you killing newcomers, killing immigrants trying to sell you things, and another one about how you feed your royal guard. Your country's own citizens.
None of that is true.
Yes, but it was all said by you and done by you, so
But none of it is true.
Oh man, I could fill an entire newspaper with just awful things you've done.
I think I'm gonna put another yellow one here for flair, you know?
For flair. Does that one SpongeBob meme where it's like SpongeBob reading like a piece of paper saying fire shouldn't work underwater, and then him just throwing the piece of paper into a fire?
Hello, Poofer.
You know that one meme?
Ah! Anyways.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I've told Chironium yet. No, I don't think is Chironium still here?
No, the viewer count went back down to 3.
Yeah. I wanted to tell him about the roleplay thing. I'm super excited for it because me and my friends we got stuff rolling, we got stuff going.
I think if you
We
explained
got
it
a
again, VOD's viewers would get extremely annoyed.
yeah, probably. I'm just excited. It's my pet. It's my baby. You
Well,
know, you know.
um,
When you have a project, it's your baby.
yeah, I get that.
Also,
Um,
are you gonna move all that storage like to your house or something like to your castle eventually?
yeah, eventually. Yeah.
Like unclutter that tower, maybe like build like a bed for yourself.
Hush you, I need to do my outro. Uh,
No,
thank you
I want to
everyone
do
for
the outro.
watching. You did the outro last time.
Okay, fine. You can do the outro, but I get to also
Thank
say
you
stuff
everyone
while
for
you do the.
watching, and
Thank you
I
everyone for
hope I win.
watching, and I hope I win.
I will deafen.
I will deafen.
I'm gonna deafen.
I'm, I'm long live.
Alright, now that that noise is gone. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna eat the rest of my food. It's cold now. But, yeah. Judging will be on Saturday. So I will be live then. And hope I win. Yep. Uh, bye. I'll let the lo-fi music, play out. Uh, just vibe to the music for the next 3 minutes.